Have you ever felt like you're doing everything and still getting nowhere? Like your day is full, your mind is tired, your to-do list is endless, but your life? It's not really moving forward. What if I told you the problem is not that you're doing too little, it's that you're doing too much of the wrong things? This idea sits at the heart of The One Thing by Gary Keller. But today, I'm not here to explain a book. I'm here to tell you a story. Imagine a man named Arjun. Arjun wakes up at 6 a.m. every day. His phone is the first thing he touches. Messages, emails, Instagram, news, random notifications. His mind hasn't even opened properly, and it's already crowded. By 9 a.m., he's juggling 5 things at once: work tasks, calls, WhatsApp messages, YouTube ideas, personal stress. By evening, he feels exhausted. He looks back at his day and thinks, I was busy the whole time, but what did I actually achieve? And here's the dangerous part. This cycle repeats every single day. Now let me ask you something. Does Arjun sound familiar? Because the truth is, most people today are Arjun. We've been sold a lie. That success comes from doing more. More hustle, more tasks, more goals, more everything. But what if success isn't about doing more? What if it's about doing less, but doing it right? Let me take you to a different scene. There's a glass table. On it, there are 20 dominoes, small ones. If you push the first domino, it knocks down the second, then the third. But the impact is small. Now imagine something different. Instead of 20 small dominoes, there is one giant domino, strategically placed. You push it, and it hits another slightly bigger domino, then another, and another, until eventually one tiny push creates a chain reaction powerful enough to shake everything. That is how success actually works. Not through scattered effort, but through focused force. Most people think success is like climbing a staircase, step by step, equal effort at each level. But in reality, success is more like unlocking a door. You can try 100 wrong keys, and nothing happens. But the moment you find the right key, everything opens instantly. So the real question is not, what should I do today? The real question is, what is the one thing I can do today that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? Let's pause here, because this question is uncomfortable. It forces you to face reality. It forces you to admit that not all tasks are equal. It forces you to see that most of what you do doesn't actually matter. And that's hard, because being busy feels productive. Checking off small tasks feels satisfying. Replying to messages, attending meetings, organizing files, it gives you the illusion of progress. But illusion is not progress. Think about your own life. You want to grow financially, right? So you watch videos, read posts, save money tips, maybe even start small side hustles. But what if the one thing that could truly change your financial life is learning a high-income skill deeply for 6 months? Everything else becomes secondary. Or maybe you want to build a YouTube channel. You spend time thinking about thumbnails, intros, editing styles, trends. But what if the one thing is simply creating consistently valuable content? Not perfect, not viral, just consistent. Everything else can wait. Here's the truth no one tells you. Not everything deserves your attention. In fact, most things don't. And the moment you start treating everything as important, you lose the ability to focus on what truly is. Let me tell you another story. There was a farmer who had a field full of crops. Every day, he would water every plant equally. Some plants needed more water, some needed less. But he didn't think about it. He just gave everything the same effort. After months, he realized something strange. The most important crops, the ones that could feed his family, were weak, while the weeds had grown stronger. Why? Because he treated everything equally. He didn't prioritize. He didn't ask, which plant matters the most? This is exactly what happens in your life. Your time is water, and your tasks are plants. If you water everything equally, you don't grow success, you grow chaos. Now you might be thinking, okay, I understand this. But how do I actually find my one thing? Good question. Let's go deeper. Your one thing is not always obvious. It's usually hidden behind noise, distractions, expectations, fear, comfort. To find it, you have to ask better questions. Not shallow questions like, what should I do today? But powerful ones like, what will actually move my life forward? What is the hardest thing I'm avoiding? What, if done consistently, would change everything? And here's something interesting. Your one thing is often the thing you resist the most because it requires focus, it requires discipline, it requires saying no to everything else. And saying no is uncomfortable. We live in a world where saying yes feels good. Yes to invitations, yes to opportunities, yes to distractions disguised as productivity. But every yes comes with a hidden cost. Because when you say yes to something unimportant, you are automatically saying no to something important. Let that sink in. Every small distraction is stealing time from your big goal. Every unnecessary task is pushing your dream further away. And the worst part? You don't even realize it. Now imagine this. What if you designed your day around your one thing? Not around urgency, not around other people's expectations, but around what truly matters. You wake up and instead of checking your phone, you focus deeply on the one task that can move your life forward. No multitasking, no distractions, no excuses, just pure intentional effort. At first it will feel strange. Your mind will crave distractions. You'll feel the urge to check your phone, switch tasks, do something easier. But if you stay with it, something powerful happens. You enter a state where time disappears, where your mind becomes sharp, where your work becomes meaningful. This is where real progress happens, not in chaos, but in clarity. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Balance is overrated. Yes, you heard that right, because when you try to balance everything, you end up giving average effort to everything, and average effort leads to average results. Think about the most successful people you know. Do you think they treat everything equally? No. They are obsessed with their one thing. They protect their time. They eliminate distractions. They focus like their life depends on it. Because in a way, it does. Now, I'm not saying ignore your responsibilities. I'm saying understand priority. There will be seasons in your life. Seasons where one thing matters more than anything else. And if you can identify that and give it your full attention, you can create results that most people only dream about. But here's the catch. You have to be patient. Because the one thing doesn't always give instant results. It's like planting a seed. You water it daily, you protect it, you trust the process, and for a long time, nothing happens. No visible growth, no immediate reward, just silence. And this is where most people quit. They think, it's not working, so they switch. New goal, new idea, new distraction. They start over, again and again. But those who succeed, they stay. They keep watering the same seed, day after day, week after week, month after month, and then one day, something shifts. Growth becomes visible. Momentum builds. Results multiply. Because success is not linear. It's exponential. Small focused actions create massive outcomes over time. So let me ask you one last question. Right now, what is the one thing in your life that truly matters? Not 5 things, not 10 things, just one. The thing that if you gave it your full focus, could change everything. Maybe it's your career, maybe it's your health. Maybe it's building something of your own. Maybe it's learning a skill. Whatever it is. Be honest with yourself, and once you find it, protect it. Prioritize it. Commit to it. Because your life doesn't change when you do more. It changes when you do what matters most. And here's the final truth. Your future is not decided by what you intend to do. It is decided by what you choose to focus on. every single day. So choose wisely, because one small shift in focus can create a chain reaction that transforms your entire life. You don't need more time. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more ideas. You just need clarity and the courage to choose your one thing and give it everything you've got.